The lead car is the one who chooses when to go. Once you get to that first line, they can do it anywhere in that restart zone. And Steve, you think the strategy is to do it as quickly as possible. It's overtime, presented by Credit One Bank. Back up through the gears they go, and it doesn't look like a great restart for Dillon. Logano on the outside, they fan out. They're 4 wide, entering turn 1. Logano with a great restart. Logano clears him down the backstretch. Can Dillon fight back? He's had a great car all weekend long. One more time around for Logano. The white flag's in the air.
If Dillon gets to him, there will be contact.
He can't do it in 1 and 2. Logano looks back. He has a car length now. Joey Logano through 3 and 4 for the final time. There's the contact. He does get to him. The 11 on the inside. He gets into the wall. Dillon's going to win it at the line.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Yes, buddy. Well, Pop's proud of you, buddy. Man, I am so proud of you, dude.
You want to shake the playoffs up? Have the guy that's 32nd in points win the race. Somewhere in there, there he is, Austin Dillon. Career win number 5. His 4 previous wins, 3 of them had all come when he was below the playoff cut line. Keep your eye on the 11 and the 22. The 11 still trying to roll on pit road as this celebration starts on the front stretch.
That's how you celebrate with a season-saving move. Austin Dillon with a playoff spot on the line, with your season on the line. Was that a fair move?
I don't know, man. It's been 2 years, and this is the first car I've had with a shot to win. You know, I felt like with 2 to go, we were the fastest car. Obviously had to have a straightaway, and Ricky wrecked the guy. I hate to do that, but sometimes you just got to have it. And I got to thank the good Lord above. It's been tough over the last 2 years, man. And I care about RCR and these fans, my wife, and this is my first for my baby girl. It means a lot. I hate it, but I had to do it.
You can see the emotion for you and what this means to you and RCR. What did you say to yourself going down the backstretch? What were you willing to do to put it in the playoffs?
Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
What is it with you and walk-off wins? You did it at Daytona a few years ago. You do it here with 4 races left in the regular season to put the 3 car into the playoffs.
We just never give up. And, man, we have great partners in Johnny Morris and Bass Pro Shops, Poet, Jeff Broyne. I can't thank all the people enough that helped this team, Cynics Tools. But, yeah, you just got to get it done sometimes.
Austin Dillon is in the playoffs, but I'm sure Joey Logano is not a very happy man, Dylan Welch.
Well, let's get his thoughts on it here. He was just watching the replay on the big screen. Austin's season was on the line there, but what are your thoughts on what happened down there?
It's chicken shit. There's no doubt about it. He's 4 car lengths back. Not even close. Then he wrecks the 11 to go along with it. And then he's going to go up there and thank God and praise everything with his baby. It's a bunch of BS. It's not even freaking close. I mean, dude, I get it, bump and run. I get it. I didn't back up the corner at all. He came in there and just drove through me. It's ridiculous that's the way we race. Unbelievable. I get bump and runs. I do that. I would expect it. But from 4 car lengths back, he was never going to make the corner. And then he wrecks the other car. He wrecks the 11 to go with it. So what a piece of crap.
So what's fair game moving forward? How do you race him? Next week or in the playoffs?
Wait and see.
Thanks, Joey. Disappointing day for the 22 team. Not the finish that they probably deserved.
Again, it's the final short track race of the regular season. 3 races remain before the playoffs, but it's Austin Dillon. Got into the back of the 22, got into the back of the 11, and got to the finish line before anyone else. Austin Dillon wins at Richmond and won his way into the playoffs. Welcome to NASCAR America Post Race, presented by Progressive. Under the lights, short track racing. Austin Dillon gets the win. And I'm sure a disappointed Hamlin, who finished 3rd, is now standing by with Marty.
Yeah, let's chat with him and get his take on the move by Austin Dillon. I'm sure you understand his position, his season, his playoffs on the line. First of all, what did you think about his move on the 22 and then him hitting you as well? Fair or foul, Denny?
Well, it's obviously foul, but it's fair in NASCAR. You know, we're just a different league, right, where you know, there is no penalties for rough driving or anything like that. So it opens up the opportunity for, you know, Austin to be able to just do whatever he wants. The problem I had is I got hooked in the right rear again, and, you know, I'm just minding my own business, and he turned left and hooked me in the right rear and blew my damn shoulder out. And he's like, you know, it's just, I don't know. I mean, the record book won't care, right, about what happened. He's going to be credited with the win, but obviously he's just not going to go far because you know, you got to pay your dues back on stuff like that. So, but it's worth it because they jump 20 positions in points, and, you know, so I understand all that, and, you know, there's no ill will there. I get it. I just hate I was part of it. You know, it would have been fun if I was not one of the 2 guys that got taken out in the last corner, but I understand it. Doesn't mean I have to agree with it, and we'll talk about it tomorrow.
And for a brief moment, the seas parted for you. I'm sure you thought, hey, this is our shot at the win. We're hearing that you now are going to be scored in 2nd place. So, Denny, as someone who's a spokesman for the sport, do you feel like a line was crossed tonight, and maybe that's too far?
Oh, I mean, absolutely a line was crossed. I mean, but it's an invisible line, and it's not defined. I mean, they have rules and provisions for stuff like this, but they never take action for it. And what happens is you see young guys coming up in the short track ranks seeing that, and they think it's fine. And that's why we see some of the lower series turn out the way they do in these green, white, checkered situations, because some of the best that they're seeing on Sunday do, you know, stuff like that. But it's, I mean, it's, you know, who am I to throw stones in a glass house? But, man, I certainly never won one that way.
Hope the shoulder heals up this week. We'll see you in Michigan.
All right, thanks.
Denny Hamlin winds up in 2nd place, but Rick, some very honest and candid comments from Denny Hamlin post-race on his thoughts with what happened with Austin Dillon.
Well, I think we heard it from Denny Hamlin. We heard it from Joey Logano. Neither one of them are, you know, agreeing with how they were just raced by Austin Dillon for that win.
It all starts on the restart, right? Like the 3, we talked about it, he just doesn't go. Like, he doesn't go early enough. He needs to jump at the first line. He waits. Logano gets a monster restart, rolls around him, and I have to agree with Joey. You know, Joey said, hey, the bump and run, the 3 definitely closed from a long ways back, 4 car lengths back. Jeff, let's go all the way back to the restart.
Yeah, well, here you go. Austin Dillon picked the inside, which meant he had to leave with forward momentum to be ahead of the 22. Joey Logano did a better job on the restart, and now the 22 is ahead of him. Now it's advantage Joey Logano.
And right here, he knows he's in trouble. The 3 needs to try to wash it up. Once the 22 gets powered down on the outside, it's kind of game over. We get down here in turn 3. The 3 car is good, but not good enough to gain any time, even with the 22 washing up a little bit.
Yeah, and we talked about it with this point system. Winning a race means you have a chance to win a championship. It's going to test your values. It's going to test your morals. Austin talked about how long it had been since he won, and Joey's right. I mean, it's a long way back. There's no way Austin Dillon can make the corner and still do this. So contact, Logano out of the way. Here comes Hamlin. Hamlin thinks he's going to win the race. Contact again. Austin Dillon the winner. And I understand why Hamlin and Joey are upset.
Absolutely.
And I also understand why Austin Dillon did it.
Well, you said it. If he could get there, there'd be contact.
2 years. It had been 2 years since Dillon had won a race. And now he will be in the playoffs, but he's going to have a couple guys that he's going to have to be very cautious when he races around them. Because Joey Logano has just vented how he felt about it. Denny Hamlin also didn't think it was the way you should race. But they're not standing in victory lane like the 3 team is with Austin Dillon. So overtime, Austin Dillon was so good until a wreck brought out the caution, and then they needed a restart. That restart didn't go the way he wanted it to, but then in the end, aggression got him to the checkered flag first.